I finally have had a chance to get out and hunt with the new Tarsacci XD. So I'm on an old site. Done some mowing to make it easier to hunt. And I found a few targets so far. I hadn't been hunting long. Typical targets, old lead. That's a fired round bow. 150, 175 years ago. But I've got another higher conductive target here. I wanted to let y'all hear it and see how the XD does. It does quite well. I've got the new tones on tone 1, so they're the lowest frequency, and I'm in mixed modes. I've got the all metal channel and the iron tone at about 8 out of 15. Not a lot of EMI here. It's wiggling a little bit now, but threshold -1, sensitivity 9. Ground balance is only about 595. Not really any minerals in this soil, but it gets conductive when it's wet. It's not real conductive right now. Salt balanced out at 2. If I could run it up, it doesn't have much effect. Later on, or in certain areas of this site, it does get conductive. Frequency, I'm running 12 kilohertz. A lot of small low conductor targets here. But here's a better sounding target. ID's 20, 21, 22. It's a good 4-way hit, so you can tell that it's something good. If you hunt around and hit the iron, you can hear it on the all metal side. Sometimes it'll pop on the disc channel, but it won't be consistent. See? But a good target really stands out. Got the all metal ramp up and descend, and a nice solid disc tone in the middle. So we'll dig this up and see what it is. Probably a piece of brass. Well, that's exactly what it was. Piece of brass. That's the kind of old I'm looking for. Cut, good patina. It's a nice little target. It wasn't too deep. Nothing here is real deep right now. That was probably about 4 inches. So we'll hunt around a little bit more and we can find something a little more interesting. Okay, here's a good example of how the Tarsacci handles the iron. This is a bigger piece of iron because it will give some pretty good disc response, but it's not consistent, and that's how you can tell it's iron. You hear the all metal channel approaching it. See, you hit a certain spot, but it's not consistent. So what that is bigger iron. And on an old site like this, when I have the time and the inclination, I'll dig that because it's usually interesting stuff. But a good non-ferrous target is going to be a solid hit both ways, click, click, and then turn on at 90 degrees and get the same 4-way hit. It'll be consistent. If it breaks up and is intermittent, it's going to be iron. So there's a little tip on how the Tarsacci behaves. Other detectors are similar, but each is unique. You just have to learn them. Alright, we'll hunt around some more and hopefully find some more good targets. Okay, here's another typical signal. There's a good little bit of iron in here. You hear the all metal and it pop every now and then. There it is. It stands out really well when you come across a real target. You know, this is all metal response to the iron. A little bit of this response on the odd shape or bigger pieces, but they won't hold still. You can't hone in on them. But when you come across a real target, you know it. It's solid. This one's hitting about 16, 18. So this is probably brass or big lead. So we'll dig it up and see what it is. Okay. It's something a little different and really nice. I like it. This is a really small buckle. And you can see where it had iron in the pin here. That's a nice little early brass buckle. I'm pleased with that. I like it. So there's still some targets around here. Not too deep. We'll see if we can find some more. Okay, here's another decent sided mid-conductor target. Have a listen to it. $18, $19. $6 and $7 this way. That might be lead. A good bit of iron around here. But that was good enough to dig up. It may be a larger flat piece of iron. Sometimes it will fool even the Tarsacci. Since the numbers are kind of wide ranging depending on the direction. But on a site like this, you don't pass up a signal like that. It could be something very interesting. Alright, we'll see what it is. Okay, that was something worthwhile. It's a pretty nice sized piece of brass. It's folded up like almost every piece of brass that you dig on a relic site. I don't know why they're always folded. I guess people were bored. That's just what they did. Fold it up, throw it away. It's got a hole in it right here. Can't tell if it's round or supposed to be a square. Anyway, it was pretty deep. It was all the way down the bottom of that hole. Probably 8 inches. And the Tarsacci hit it nice and hard. Of course, it's a pretty good sized piece of brass too. So, that's nice. Let's see what else we can find. Okay, here's a signal that sounds really good. It's a little suspect because it's actually too good. The highest number I've come across today. It's close to 20. But it's big. That's over a foot. That's probably 14 inches above it. So that's probably going to be a big piece of flat iron, which may in itself be quite interesting. So we'll dig it up and see what it is. Well, that's exactly what it was. Big piece of flat iron. It's off a plow point or something like that. But on an old site, you're digging relics. Big iron is often very worthwhile digging. So we'll see what else we can find. Okay, here's another nice signal that I don't think is iron. $19, $20, $21, $19, $20. That's a solid target. And it's not a big piece of iron. It's not super deep, but it's nice and tight. I numbers, consistent numbers, it's gonna be something good. Let's see what it is. Well, that was it's just another piece of nice cut brass. Pretty deep. Been there a long time. Nothing special, but it's old. That's what we're looking for. Alright, now we can find something else.